Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another Mackem's Monday Mix. Today is the 5th of August. Now normally I show coins first up, but this time I'm going to do something a little bit different, and it's in case you've missed it. Now last Wednesday the Royal Mint announced their annual report for the period 1st of April 2023 to the 31st of March 2024, and there was some information in amongst there which was quite interesting. Now I know Grossi on his channel on Wednesday on his live stream did mention it. Unfortunately I had a bit problem getting onto live streams for the chat because I wanted to put my point forward, but never mind. But firstly, right the way through the report, it kept mentioning about total revenue being £1.352 billion. But it neglected to say that about 1.3 billion went off in actual costs as well. So all in all, the Royal Mint did actually make a loss last year of 3.7 million after tax. This compared to previous year's figures of 10.2 million profit. But apparently those figures were expected because overseas sales has decreased, and in fact they're not going to be taking any more overseas orders for coins after the year end. And this is all probably down to the fact that right around the world there's going to be less and less people using physical cash. Now, something I did actually notice halfway down the page, I think it was on page 38, it does actually say that highlights of the year issued the new definitive set of UK coins into circulation, which featured the portrait of His Majesty King Charles III. No, you didn't. You just issued one coin, and that was the salmon. And there's not many people finding them, so there can't be that many being put into circulation. So it wasn't a new definitive set into circulation, it was a new definitive coin. So that's wrong in the report for a start off. Now also they did put right something from the previous year, which I did touch on last year when I went through the report. They originally said that the total of coins issued into circulation between 2022 and 2023 was 56 million pieces. Now this does actually say 3 million of 5s, 3 million of 10s, 5 million of 20s, 13 million of 50s and 33 million of £1 coins. No 2 pences, 1 pences or £2 coins. But if you add those figures up, it actually comes to 57 million. So somebody's figures is wrong there. So anyway, apparently they'd made a bit of a boo-boo, and the true figure should have been 162 million. So I don't know how they've lost 106 million pieces of coinage. And the true figures, again, no pennies, 2s or £2, but the 5 pences has gone up to 50 million, 10 pences 26 million, 20 pences 25 million, and the 50p's 27 million. That was up from 13, and the £1 is the same at 33. But again, if you add them all up, it doesn't come to 162. It actually comes to 161 million. So now we come to the figures that are actually issued into circulation this period between the 1st of April 23 and March the 31st 2024. All they've put into circulation is 15.8 million of 50 pences. Now the majority of those, and probably nearly all of them, is going to be the 2020 shields, which we saw quite a bit of, along with some coronation coins, and I think there might have been still a few memorial coins knocking about as well. So normally the annual report may give me some idea on what other coins are getting put into circulation, such as the salmon, but there was nothing highlighted at all. So 15.8 million, again, we don't know how that was made up. Now also for the period in question, the Royal Mint Experience had 60,000 people pass through the doors. So that works out at about 164 people per day, but obviously some days they would have been closed. And it does actually say with regards to the currency, it says as long-term cash continues to decline due to changes in consumer behaviour, The focus remained on tight cost control and delivering operational efficiencies. So we have continued to work with UK banks and HM Treasury to ensure that retailers consistently had access to coinage. And there we see it says on 9th of April 2024 we announced our decision to stop taking orders for overseas currency. This will bring significant changes to our business in the next year as we fulfill outstanding overseas orders. We will retain the capacity and capability to provide UK circulating coins as and when required. So if everybody's going to start using cards instead of cash, I think it's going to cause problems, especially through sort of IT outages. I mean, if you are in the supermarket and you go to pay for your shopping at the cashier desk, present your card, the machine's not working. What are you going to do? You've got to pay by cash. So we'll move on to coins that I've actually been buying this week. Now, I've got one eBay purchase and the rest I've actually bought from UK Coin Hunt. So we'll start with the eBay purchase first. And this is from Gibraltar. It's a Christmas coin. Now, I paid £5.88. There was no postage. I mean, the postage would have been near enough £1, so you'd take about £4.88 for the coin. 2022, it's dated, and it's the three wise men or three kings following the star, and it's got the Rock of Gibraltar in the background, which would probably indicate that they are going in the wrong direction. And on the obverse we've got Raphael David McClure portrait, and right at the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, if not I'll stick a picture in, it's got RDM and then the number 70. Now this was classed as a posthumous Christmas coin, obviously, because the coin did pass away in September 2022. But the 70 was more or less celebrating the Platinum Jubilee. Now for UK Coin Hunt, the first one is a £2 coin, Tower of Refuge. Now I have got quite a few of these dates, but I didn't have this one, and it's dated 2021. And I bought this for £4.99. Now, in total, the cost for postage and the coins, because I did get like a 20% discount as well, because there was a special offer on, was exactly £50. So this was, like I said, £4.99, Tower of Refuge from 2021. Now the next £2 coin is a little bit more expensive, celebrating the wedding of Meghan Markle and Prince Henry, or better known as Prince Harry, from 2018. This is from the Isle of Man, and this one cost £9.99. Now the next one is probably the most expensive out of the lot individually, and this is from Gibraltar, the breast cancer support from 2019. Now this did have a mintage, or maximum mintage, of 12,500, but they're only expected that 11,950 were actually made, and it is going for £19 plus on eBay, so I think $11.99 is a decent price to pay for that. Alright, the next one, moving across to the Falkland Islands. I've got the Warra Fox, Warra Wolf, or Antarctic Wolf if you want to call it that. Year 2021. The Warra Fox actually became extinct way back in 1876. And this one cost me £3.99. Also £3.99, again Isle of Man. Now this one is part of the Manx Wildlife set. So the peregrine falcon. I think Bungle found one in his hunt not so long back. 2023. And of course we've got peregrine falcon in the Manx language at the bottom. And then we've got 5 coins, all from the year 2021, and it is part of the Alice Through the Looking Glass series. Now this cost in total $15.99 for the whole set, so if you divide it by 5, it's going to be about £3 thereabouts, just over £3. So this one's Alice, Life, What Is It But a Dream? March Hare. There's nothing but hair left now. This is the white coin. That's the effect of living backwards. The red queen. The queen cried, faster, faster. And last but not least, we've got the 2 lads, Tweedledum and Tweedledee. There's nothing to cry about. So all in all, I thought £50 for all of them was pretty decent. But I did get a free coin as well. And this is the 50p coin from 2019, the Gibraltar Island Games. This has the yachting on. Now, right at the bottom, as you can see there, it's got the letters AC. Now, there was 2 die marks, AB and AC. Fortunately, I've already got the AC one, so that is a duplicate. Right, next up is what happened on this day. So we've got a few notable events. We'll start with births. And on the 5th of August 1930, the first man to set foot on the moon, Neil Armstrong, was born. And notable deaths was the famous Welsh actor Richard Burton, who was born Richard Walter Jenkins Jr., who died on the 5th of August 1984. On the 5th of August 1962, Norma Jean Mortensen passed away, also known as Norma Jean Baker, but obviously changed the name to Marilyn Monroe. And also on the 5th of August 2000, the famous British actor Alec Guinness passed away. Notable films was The Bridge on the River Kwai, Kind Hearts and Coronets, and obviously his famous role in Star Wars as Obi-Wan Kenobi. On the 5th of August 1960, Upper Volta declared independence from France. Upper Volta is now known as Burkina Faso. Now, I did mention last Monday, 29th of July 1948 is when the London Olympics started. But on the 5th of August 2016, it was the turn of the Rio Olympics that commenced on that day. The number 1 song, we're going to go way back to 1957. It was halfway through his 7-week stint at number 1. It was Elvis and the Jordanaires with All Shook Up. And it was his first number 1 of 21 number 1s to date. And I have a funny feeling that that record will be broken fairly shortly, because Ed Sheeran's coming up hot on the heels. I think Ed Sheeran's on about 14 at the minute. Now we'll finish off with some coins that have been sent as a gift by Jude and her husband Rob. Now, she did say not to show these 2 on camera, but I'm going to anyway. However, I'm not going to be showing the reverse. So I've got the obverse here, Ascension Islands and St Helena. Now, both coins are exactly the same on the other side. It's only the bit on the obverse where it says Ascension Islands and St Helena that it's different. And this celebrated the royal visit in 1984 from a member of the royal family. Obviously, because of the touchy subject matter, I'm not going to be showing the other side, but this has got a presentation folder 44272, and apparently each one of these had mintage of 125,000 each. So I don't know whether they were actually all sold in packs like this or whether they were sold separately, but both of them were 50p crowns. I was also selling this up as well. It's a coin set from El Salvador. And read that if you know Spanish. So they're actually from a 1, a 2, a 3, a 5, a 10, a 25 and a 50 centavos. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Now El Salvador is a new country for me. I don't have any from El Salvador in the collection. 1 centavo. Now this one is dated 1972. The obverse portrait is Francesco Morazan, who was a former president of the Federal Republic of Central America. Now all these coins were demonetized on the 1st of January 2001 as El Salvador started to use the United States dollars, and they also started to use Bitcoin. Now that 1 centavo had a mintage of 20 million. This 2 centavos has got a mintage of 10 million. This one was minted at the Royal Mint, Tower Hill. Same obverse. And El Salvador did used to use the colon, C-O-L-O-N, but it's pronounced cologne, as it, just like the what you spray on yourself. 3 centavos, 1974, Royal Mint, again, Tower Hill, 10 million. The same obverse. 5 centavos, again, same obverse, is a 1975. Copper nickel clad steel, 15 million. That was done at Lantrisant, Royal Mint. The 10, same metal composition, dated 1975. Mintage of 15 million. Now the 25 and the 50 has different portraits on. Again, that one 1975, and this has Jose Matias Delgado, who was a Salvadoran priest and a doctor, and he was a prominent leader in the independence movement of El Salvador from Spain. That had a mintage of 20 million. And last but not least, we've got the 50 centavos. Same portrait, 1975 again. Sorry, 1970 this one. And this had a mintage of 3 million. So quite a low one. So that was nice. Very nice. But the best is yet to come, because Jews also sent this up as well. Now, this has got the Royal Australian Mint. I wasn't sure whether it was an uncirculated set or brilliant uncirculated set, but it's actually from 1983. But I've seen 4 online, especially. One here from Ballarat in Australia. There does actually say uncirculated set. They were selling for $76.75 and $43.20 postage, which is our sterling equivalent of £61.21. This one from Ohio in USA, $21.60 and $17.50 in US dollars postage, our equivalent £30.56. This one here, it looks like it's a bid one, which I think must have finished by now, from Mount Waverley in Victoria, $29 Australian dollars and 36 Australian dollars postage, 33.17 sterling equivalent. And last but not least, Raby Bay in Australia, this one $57.54, $42 for the postage, £50.79 equivalent. Now, so these designs were done by Stuart Devlin. The obverse was done by Arnold Mackem. Got a few bits and bobs there you can pause and read at your leisure, and the wildlife depicted on Australian coins. Now these are going to be, well, one in particular is going to be very interesting. So this one's got the possum, 1 cent mintage I'm going to give is the circulated one, 183,600,000, but New Mister reckons in circulated condition it's worth about £1.20. The 2 cents, which has got the filled lizard, mintage of 156,562,000, done at the Canberra Mint. There was also 20,665,000 done at the Perth Mint, but I reckon that one's worth about 62 pence in uncirculated condition. The 5 cent, which has got the baby echidna, mintage of 131,568,000, sterling equivalent about 78 pence. It's a duplicate for me, but I don't have one in uncirculated condition. The 10 cents, that is a mintage of 82,318,000, sterling, worth about £1.10. Again, a duplicate, but again I don't have it in an uncirculated one. I'm going to come back to the 20. So we'll move up to the 50 cents. I love these big chunky 50 cents. 48,923,000 with a cost of about £1.30. So it's not that much more than the 1 cent. But this one here, according to New Mister, the mintage of this was 55,113,000. There was also 27,820,000 minted in 1984. However, both years they were nearly all melted down, and they reckon that the only known ones is a roll of $200 from each year known to exist. So this is another one that they don't know about, plus all those that I've shown you on eBay. So it's going to be a quite a rare one, this 1983. But as Jude said, all those coins that she sent up was worth about one big large bar of chocolate. So I suppose that means I owe Jude a bar of chocolate. But that's it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Mackem has now left the building.
No, I haven't. I'm still here. So thanks for watching, and until the next time, keep on hunting, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
I'm all shook up.
Thank you very much.